games commentary. Hello, DirtyLobster here with a quick yet important message. Saturday the 10th of November and Sunday the 11th will be a very special weekend. It's time for the first ever SC2ER tournament. It will be a 1v1 assassination tournament where the NG rules apply and you have to be part of the Steam group to be eligible to compete. However, it's an open group, so it's not hard to become eligible. To sign up for the tournament, simply get on the group discussion pages and navigate to the proper thread. A link to the right thread will be provided below in the description as well. If you want to join, sign up as soon as you can since we only have 16 spots available. The entire event will be live streamed and a link to the Twitch TV channel where it will be live streamed will also be found in the description below. For more information on the tournament, just go to the announcements of our Steam groups page. Oh, and before I forget, the winner and runner-up will both receive fabulous prizes. And now, on to the video of the day.
Hello, this is the Jack of Strategy Games commentary, bringing you another Supreme Commander 2 game. And it's a 1v1 on QAI Labs. And it is between DirtyLobster, who is Aeon, and DarkAssasin, who is Cybran. Already, Dark is at quite a bit of a disadvantage there. Let's just fast forward it through the economy and slow it down to normal speed for a 1v1. They're generally faster paced to begin with. You can see Lobster here going for the quick land factory to try and get some tanks up, which is going to be very problematic for DarkAssasin, who is going to be outranged the whole way of the game. But hopefully he can make use of that air factory. His most likely strategy with that is going air, either fighter bombers. For the early game he will win, as long as he can keep that traction and keep pushing into Lobster. Or he can actually go gunships, which would probably be very effective against tanks. But as he's yet to see what Lobster's got, what he does remains to be seen. You can never go wrong with transports, I guess. Well, you can as Cybran. My god, they're terrible. They're more expensive and they don't get the capacity upgrade, so they're always stuck at 15 units rather than UEF and Aeon getting the 25 transport capacity. You can also see Dark's also going to land here. He's, thanks to that air factory and whatnot, he is a bit behind Lobster, who's already built a second factory there. Getting also some tanks up front. And mobile missile launchers, that's going to be very problematic for DarkAssasin. He's going to need adapters to some extent to stop those mobile missile launchers. Looks like Lobster's claimed all his initial mass points there. Dark's claimed all of them as well. And look at that, Dark's gas transport. Well, he's going to really need it because here comes Lobster with a few forces. It's only 5 tanks and 2 mobile missile launchers. The commander can easily deal with that, right? It is actually taking quite a beating there. That transport's loaded up with engineers and just sitting there. What is Dark going to do with it? And while all those tanks are focused on the comm, Dark is using his loyalists, taking the opportunity to kill them even quicker. Lobster, realising he's not getting it pushed past, gives up. And there's all the tanks dead, just one missile launcher and 2 tanks left. After saying shortly all the tanks are dead, but they're more and more creeping in from here. Which is fortunate for Dark as he's getting 3 kills right here. He's going to lose one more loyalist. Nope, it's actually saved. On virtually no health. Where did Dark's transport go? There it is. Where's he taking that? That's a rather direct assault there. Lobster's also getting an air factory up. Most likely because he did see some form of air there. And he's not sure what it is. He's going to try and build something to deal with it. And still in 2 factories, Lobster's only just building his 3rd land factory, while Dark is building a 3rd land factory as well. For the most part, Dark has caught up in factory production. But he is going to quickly fall behind, and looks like what Dark's doing is he's going for the outer 3 mass points. That's a whole 3.6 mass a second more than the enemy, enough to run 1 to 2 more factories than the enemy. And Dark is gonna need them. You can see it's just everyone's just waiting, building up units and such. such a slow-paced game at normal speed. And Dark is building his 4th land factory, which has now propelled him ahead of Lobster in factory production, all thanks to those outer mass points. He's built one, building a second, and he's moving on to a third. Lobster is building fighters now, so hopefully he can do something with that. He is pushing out on the attack here with his comm in tow. It looks like he's gonna try and combat Dark's comm with his own comm. Hopefully that will work. It's definitely put DarkAssasin in the very, very difficult proposition of trying to defend against those tanks and a comm. Tanks alone, he could use his own comm as a meat shield, but the enemy comm as well, that makes it a bit more difficult. Not only is he fighting the tanks, making sure to keep attacking his own comm, he's got to make sure his own loyalists don't attack Lobster's comm. It's not the easiest thing to do, and Lobster has a trail of tanks flowing in, trying to keep them reinforced. And Dark is moving his transport about. He could do something with it, hopefully. We'll see shortly. Dark is yet to respond to this incursion by Lobster. Although now he's moving into position, he's making sure his comm's on the front line here. But still, it is a lot of tanks to deal with. You don't want to be too careless with your comm in this situation. But moving your comm away from your adapters, your loyalists, and then letting your loyalists get shot is not the way to go. It's okay, he's trying to use that factory shield in the top factory there. And he is losing a loyalist there. That's unfortunate. But he is shooting at a tank, so it's all good. Could he get a kill? Loyalist for a tank. Always in favour of Cybran, and here comes the transport. Is he going to load up a bunch of stuff on it? Yes, he is. And off it goes. He's going to try and use that offensively, but Lobster does have a bunch of planes, and Lobster's more than prepared for this transport. And off it goes. Will it make it far enough, I wonder? It might not. These planes are... Yeah, look at that. That transport's not getting far at all. He's going to have to drop here before it dies, and ooh, such insane timing there, but he did kill one engineer, and he could kill a mass point there. Is he going to go for the factory as well? No, he is not. He's going to try and beat that land force past the wall down here and hopefully inflict a lot of damage. At the same time, he could have been moving his reserve force here to attack Lobster, keep him on tow, at least for the most part split up this army, but unfortunately he has not. And that could be a problem for Dark. Oh, well, unfortunately Lobster did manage to cut him off for the most part, leaving only 3 loyalists to get past. That is unfortunate to say the least. But DarkAssasin is moving out now, and hopefully he can inflict a lot of damage on Lobster. Oh, well, he's getting freebies in the tanks, but thanks to Lobster for getting just his rally point there. But the planes could be a problem for DarkAssasin as well, especially if Lobster decides to get Scorch Bombs. That would make mincemeat of loyalists. A lot of things do make mincemeat of loyalists. Scorch Bombs, they're just overkill. And still getting 3 kills here in the tanks. Very careless from Lobster. Hugely careless, in fact, from Lobster. And Dark trying to push close to those tanks. It is not easy. Lobster trying to make use of the factory shields a bit to pop up on that factory. But unfortunately, sitting around that factory has allowed his 3rd factory here in Radar to be destroyed. Looks like DarkAssassin's going to take what he can and run. He doesn't want to sacrifice too much, but it's not going to help. He did manage to push the tanks off his comm there, but he did sacrifice quite a few loyalists to achieve it. Dark's trying to do his best here, but there's just way too many tanks right now, and it's just not looking good for Dark at all. Dark does build another transport, so hopefully he can make use of it, but That's a lot of tanks for Lobster to deal with. And Dark is losing his comm, however. And there goes all those tanks and Dark's comm. Let's speed it up till the next combat happens. If I remember, it's a bit of a while before the next combat occurs. Well, Lobster's trying to make use of the planes, but the factory haze just makes it very difficult. And here comes the second transport. Well, Lobster's seating time with his planes all the way in Dark space. There go the loyalists. The planes are still over Dark space going for the engineer. He's seen it now. He's issued a new order. He's going to have to catch up to this transport. That's quite the gap. Dark may make it over to the other side of that wall, which is what he's gunning for. Even if it's just to land here. He can just go up and round and start killing things. He's made it. He has made it. He just needs to drop and inflict a lot of damage with his small army of loyalists there. Still no scorch bombs yet from Lobster, but that did kill a lot of loyalists, considering how many there are there. 2 mass points down, crippling Lobster's mass economy really matters here, as Dark already had the mass advantage claiming these outer 3 mass points, but if he can deny Lobster mass points in his own base, that makes it even easier for Dark to come back. But there's a lot of tanks there, which is quite disturbing. Dark on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 factories. Lobster on 4, and Lobster is still producing a lot of tanks. Dark is going to need adapters now, however, to deal with those planes. It's just not going to be easy for Dark to counter those planes. And there goes a scout from Dark, only to be met by all those planes. Oh, bad choice of scouting at that precise moment. And here come the planes. They're going to go down the map and claim all those mass points back from Dark. There goes 1 mass point. Yeah, there's nothing Dark can do to protect these mass points right now. Lobster's mix of land and air is really paying off this game. Unfortunately for Dark, his idea of going transports did not pay off for him at all. Lobster was well prepared for going even just a handful of planes. Here comes the bombing run. Hopefully the adapters can do what they need to do, but with the loyalists running out of the shields, it's not looking good. Quite a few loyalists dead there. Hopefully the adapters can make the difference between these tanks and these loyalists. It's Dark's last ditch effort here to actually try and win. He's going to have to make full use of these adapters. I mean, between the planes and the tanks, it can't be easy at all. And here come the planes. And our 3 loyalists dead. But that stop order's allowed Dark Lobster to catch up. And I almost said the wrong name entirely there, but at least I caught it. Lobster's catching up and killing all those adapters. It's unfortunate. Dark's only choice is to actually try and kill Lobster right now. There's just any longer and there'd just be too many planes for Dark to deal with. He is trying to use Brackman, but hopefully he can get enough of them. He is taking the opportunity to try and attack. Hopefully he can. And he's punching them up as much as possible. Lobster doing circles to avoid the Brackman shells as much as possible. For the most part, it is working. Unfortunately for Dark, Lobster's tanks just number too many and have too much hit points. And there goes Dark's army, and that is not good for Dark. It's just unfortunate for Dark. But to last this long as Cybran against an Aeon in a 1v1, it's really difficult to actually win a game with Cybering. I mean, if you try to play defensively, you just get outranged by attack missiles, sniper bots, tanks. You're really limited in what you can do as Cybering. You're really forced to go for a mixed army of loyalists and planes. You really don't have any other choice. Here comes the planes. Not looking good for Dark at all. Should see the control K any moment now. That's just a lot of tanks. And that's pretty much game over as Dark's control K is out, and there you go, Lobster wins the game. That was a 1v1 between Lobster and DarkAssasin, and if you enjoyed watching the game, you can check out my channel for more, and you can always subscribe. So yeah.